Hello viewers! Today we are gonna give you some tips and tricks on the Nashorn. The Nashorn is the new German TD tank destroyer and it's at tier 6. So first we're gonna start off with the strong points of the Nashorn and tell you something about the weak points and how to cope with those, and then show you some gameplay in which we're gonna use those strong points and negate those weak points. So the strong points of the Nashorn, there are basically three. One is the view range. It has a excellent view range, 390 meters, guys. That's even good for a tier 9 and a tier 10, and we're driving in a tier 6. You can even exploit this more with using binoculars. Then you will certainly be at the maximum view range in the game, and you will spot anything before it will spot you, at least at tier 6. The second strongest point of the Nashorn is the mobility of the Nashorn. It has a very nice traverse speed. It also has a decent horsepower to ton ratio, and it's pretty quick on its tracks. So yeah, the ground resistance isn't that bad. And yeah, I think the most easily accessible strong point of the Nashorn is gun. It fires almost every 6 seconds. It has an insane penetration of 203 millimeters and a very nice meaty alpha damage of 240. Or you can decimate tanks with that alpha damage and that rate of fire. So guys, the weak points of the Nashorn. Well, the armor is one of those. It is for the whole German TD line, for this line, and yeah, as soon as something fires upon you, you will be penetrated, and even with HE you're a very easy target, so watch out. If you're spotted, you should definitely remobilize really fast. Another really weak point of the Nashorn, and it isn't that obvious, is its camo rating. For the tier 6 tank destroyers, there is only one tank that has a worse camo rating than the Nashorn, and that is the SU-100Y, the Russian tier 6 premium tank destroyer. And if you've seen it in the game, it is almost a building. Well, this Nashorn has a camo rating that is close to it. So let's see some gameplay. Let's look at it and see how we can cope with the good points and the weak points on this match. Today I'm playing with Kaap from FVX. He's in his Hellcat, I'm in my Nashorn, and we are at Westfield. And guys, some tips and tricks for Westfield. If you're starting south, driving into the city over the K line is really dangerous, especially if you have like 3 tank destroyers near this position that will focus you out. However, the 1 and 2 line on the south are really strong. You will definitely have the advantage there, so yeah, make use of that. If you're starting in the north, it is of course exactly the other way around. You really have a strong position on the 8-9 line. If you have some snipers here and some spotters in the city, you can basically decimate the enemy team before they even reach the city. And that's what we're gonna do in this game. You shouldn't go to A2 with a turretless tank destroyer, then you're just being killed really easily. So there's our first target. We just missed him, he just moves like a boss. And as you can see, the rate of fire is decent, the accuracy is decent, and the aim time is insane. So here we go, we see other targets. Those targets are still behind the ridge that is on the J line, and we really can focus only the KV-1S. And he makes a small mistake, he drives backwards. He receives 2 shells in an instant, and yeah, I'm a bit unlucky here. I critted him, but with that I can help my teammates killing him. And guys, in this game I didn't know the camo rating of the Nashorn was that bad. I was standing as a idiot into the open, didn't use any camo of the terrain anymore, and I was pretty lucky I wasn't spotted. As you can see, my platoon mate was in the right position, and the tier 5 tank destroyer was also in a good position. Well, here a KV-1S is peeking around the corner, around the ridge, and that really isn't a good thing to do. We see that the T-34 is doing the same thing, and yeah, in this coming 10 seconds we really showcase the thing the Nashorn is good in: DPM and damage. Look at this. We did 450 damage and a kill in 12 seconds. And yeah, we just keep on continuing shooting at the enemy. Now we can see that the map is not really balanced. We see the 1-2 line has fallen and we have control in the city. So basically we're gonna kill those last tanks, and this position gives you a really nice opportunity to just turn around and defend your cap. We're gonna do this, Kaap and I are gonna do that. The ELC is already doing that, and let's see how this works out. You can see the gun repression isn't one of the strong points of this Nashorn. We really need to drive out into the open, so better is to not use ridges that much, but to use spots on which you can optimize your camouflage. We see we have a shot on the Digger Max there, and so we're trying that, but the Digger Max just drives around the corner. The building is in the way, so I shoot the building and hope the Digger Max will drive back. He doesn't do that, so we're gonna just sit here for a while and see what the enemy team is gonna do, because we're not really in an advantage with a 6-9 score, in which we even have a team killer. I see the Churchill 3 is still alive. I thought the M6 and the BDR could manage with him, but yeah, our team killing M6 is driving over the field and not helping our BDR. So we killed the Churchill. The BDR has all the time of the world to drive towards the enemy cap, and hopefully he can cap and win us the game. So I'm spotted here, so you saw that I was spotted really easily. I was also on top of a hill, so not the best position there. And I start noticing that my camera rating isn't that well. Kaap is spotting the guys, and he is also trying to do some resets. And we see the Digger Max here, and yeah, we're using our mobility to dodge his shot. Kaap can kill him off. And yeah, you see we're not that fast, but not that slow either, so we're relocating, making sure the preempt enemy is not preempted us and can shoot us easily. We see here the most dangerous enemy player. It has an insane camera rating, the SU-85B, so we really need to kill him. And we're gonna make use of the camo a bit better. You see we had a leg spike there, so that's a bit of a shame. We killed the SU-85B, and in the same time of the leg spike, Kaap gets killed. We got hit in the gun, so that's a bit of a shame. We didn't notice it yet, and we killed the Hetzer off. I repair my gun. The Hetzer is focusing on the M6, so at least the team killer is useful for something. And that's basically being a meat shield and killing the Hetzer. So now we only have like the M6 left, which is being fired upon by the Jack Panther. We were also spotted, so we are hiding and making sure the Jack Panther 4 cannot one-shot us. The BDR in the meanwhile is driving in the enemy cap, and yeah, we are hopeful that he will win us the game. I think the Jack Panther 4 is either on around the area of D3 or in the area of A3. I see the M6 is still spotting near the D3 line. So I'm just gonna try and sitting here and use my amazing view range and gun to see if I can spot the Jack Panther 4 or the T28. That's not gonna happen. I think I have not the best position there. So I drive a bit forward into a more forward location and gonna activate my banners again. But then I see the Jack Panzer IV just drove on the other side of the ridge, so a small mistake there. And yeah, he is full health, guys, so we are really in a bad spot here. We are one shot, and the only thing that Jack Panzer IV needs to do is spot us and kill us. Also, our BDR is being decapped, so the only way for us to win this game is if I reset the cap. Now I know I saw in the previous minutes that the camo isn't really the strong point of this tank, so I'm gonna drive a bit back into more bushes and I'm gonna detrack this Jack Panzer IV so I can make sure I can shoot him a bit more. So I fire another shell and I know it's a hit because I reset the cap. I tried to shoot another one into him, but he repaired his tracks and he drove away. So I need to spot him, otherwise he will cap, and that's not really an option. So wow, I think yes, nice. I killed the Jack Panzer IV. Our tier 5 would been able to kill a T-28, but yeah, like he says, he's got the stock gun. I don't think he has. He had a really good game. And yeah, basically we need to win this for our team. Yeah, and this is guys, when you are a 1 or 2 shots against one enemy team player, as your team. So I'm discussing with my platoon mate. Yeah, what do you think? What is the best option? I'm thinking first in this bush, see if he's coming over the field. But then we're thinking, yeah, okay, this is good for the field, but what will happen if he drives into the city? Then I won't be fast enough to decap him, and he will spot me before I will spot him. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back to our first position, and yeah, let's speed up this gameplay a bit. So you see us driving back, making sure that if the T-28 is there, we're gonna kill, or we can shoot him instantly, and we're gonna optimize our view range a bit, aiming at the field, because if the T-28 approaches us from the city, we've got a bush between us and him, so we will spot him earlier. And yeah, now we're going the way. Okay, we only have 4 minutes in the game left. We're pretty mobile, but we needed some speed. We will need some minutes together. So we're just gonna ask the last known enemy or last known player that was fighting against the T-28. What did he do? Well, he's saying he will camp base, and he also said, he's saying he moved a bit, but I don't think he'll go to our base. We already discussed in our platoon that this was the most likely option, and this just confirms it. So we're gonna speed up the gameplay a bit. We're gonna make sure we keep the ridge on the E line between us and the enemy base, so we don't get any flanking shots. And we're also gonna do this. We're making use of the bushes here on our left side to be in the camo for a bit, and we keep on continue doing that between us and the enemy base. We only have 2 minutes left, so let's continue again. And basically I donked out a bit here, guys. I thought 90 seconds was enough to cap, and it isn't. You need 100 seconds, of course. So I drive here into the cap, and yeah, now I realize, oh damn, it is enough. But there we see the T-28. He spotted us. He has a 1 shot for us. He needs 2 shots to shoot at us. So we're basically gonna drive in, shoot him, and we really don't know why he didn't shoot us. So guys, that was the gameplay, and let's do some post-game analysis. Here you can see we had a really nice game. We got 1350 base experience. We did 3.7k damage and 360 damage upon assisting. We got a really nice Top Gun, a Defender, and even a Confederate. Yeah, looking at our team, we did a bit of a carry. We almost had crucial contribution, and yeah, did basically all the damage of the team. So thank you, Kaap, for assisting us in a really nice game. I feel a bit sorry for the enemy Nashorn. He also had a really nice game, 1.6k damage, 4 kills, and yeah, it just wasn't enough. And that basically was because everyone of his team rushed into the city. When we see the details, we see we fired 27 shots, we hit 20 of those, and 20 of those were penetrations. So as you can see, penetration won't really be an issue. We received 2 shots of those, also 2 were pens, so that sucks a bit. You really don't have armor. We damaged 12 enemies, of which 6 destroyed, and yeah, we had 15 capture points, but even an amazing 118 defense points. So guys, let's summarize this game. I think it was a good showcase for the making use of the view range, the use of the gun, and its speed to mobilize your tank really fast. The armor, as you can see, it was a really weak point of this tank. And the camo, well, in the beginning we were a bit lucky, but make sure you will be standing in the bushes and can relocate really fast if you're being spotted. So guys, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you soon in the stream or on YouTube.